Cast Iron Cooking with Johnny.
Hello and welcome to Cast Iron Cooking with Johnny. I am Johnny and these are my cast irons, and this is a new video series on cast iron basics. Now, I love cast irons and I've been cooking with them for many years. I collect cast irons and a lot of people ask me how I cook my recipes in cast irons, how I clean them, how I maintain them, and I'm going to show you in these videos some basic cast iron recipes to get you started on cooking in your cast iron. Now, these videos are going to be very basic and teach you how to use cast irons for everyday items you have in your fridge, things like bacon, eggs, potatoes, chicken breasts, pork chops. I want to show you guys my steps that I've developed over the last 20 years of cooking, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a head start before you learn how to use your cast irons. And if you already use cast irons, hopefully these videos will help you improve some of the things that you find frustrating about using cast irons, because cast iron cooking should never be frustrating. And before we jump into this and start talking about skillets, let's take a brief history lesson on how the cast iron skillet was invented.
In ancient times, early humans learned to work with iron to develop new tools. Long before YouTube, recipes were created by sheer inventiveness and intuition. Unfortunately, most of these recipes were lost with the development of the first restaurant in 200 million BCE.
Wow, do you believe that? Because I sure don't. Let's get back to it. Now, I love vintage cast iron. I have all these skillets and I use them all in a lot of my different recipes. But for these videos, I'm just gonna use a 10-inch or a 12-inch skillet. And it doesn't matter if it's vintage or if it's store-bought, mass-produced, something like Lodge. You're gonna be able to cook any of these in any cast iron skillet you have. Now, as this series progresses, I will probably do some Dutch oven cooking. I might even use this cast iron waffle maker here, or this ridiculous cast iron wok. It is ridiculous that I own it, but it is true. I have cast iron for everything. Now, I will make a different video at some point about the differences between vintage skillets and new mass-produced skillets. But right now, don't even worry about that. Just look at my other videos, get your cast iron on your stove, throw your apron on, and watch them. Now, a lot of people get frustrated with cast iron when they first start. They'll cook some bacon in a pan and it'll get all stuck and they don't know how to get it out, so they'll wash it and they'll scrub it and they'll lose their seasoning, and then they try to cook it again and it's not quite the same. This series of videos is also going to tackle cleaning and maintenance to make sure your pan is great every time you use it. And if you want your pan to have that mirror finish, that silky shine, I'm going to show you how to get there. Now, whether you have a range that's gas or electric, it's not going to matter. These videos are going to show you the right amount of heat, the right amount of fat, and the right cooking times to cook your favorite items. So if you want to learn how to cook bacon, eggs, pork chops, potatoes, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, any of those things in your cast iron, check out my videos and we'll show you how it's done. So let's get started. Check out my other videos and I'll talk to you guys later.